Hey there, friends. It's us Silver Hairs again, pulling up a chair for a real straight-up talk. Today's a tough one. When your children stop respecting you, try this. 6 powerful ways to earn it back. You raise them up, steer them right, give you all for years, then one day, it flips. They tune out your advice, shrug off your thoughts, maybe even talk like you're a chore. Hits you in the gut, don't it? You want to holler, I built your world. But hold on, that flare-up won't mend it. I felt it. My boys started cutting me off, acting like I'm old news. Stung deep, all those late nights, patched up dreams fading fast. But here's the truth. Anger's a dud, begging's worse. There's a smarter play. 6 steady moves to turn their eyes back to you, no rows, no bitterness. Some will surprise you, but stick with me. These'll lift you back to a place of worth, quiet and strong. By the end, you'll have a path, not to demand, but to draw respect, natural-like. Lost my temper once with my lass, widened the gap. Wish I'd had this then. Let's get into it. Real chat for us old-timers, side by side. First way, stop chasing their approval. Easy rut to roll into, twisting yourself to keep 'em happy. I'd juggle my days for my lads, nod when I meant no, hush up to dodge a fuss. Thought they'd see it, tip their hats. Nope. The more you grovel, the less they value you. Respect don't come from bowing. It grows when you stand firm. My pal Dot, 69, bent over backwards, cooked their meals, zipped her lip, let 'em steer. Keeps us close, she'd reckon. But they took it, gave nothing, saw her as soft. You give too much, they think you're cheap. Stop it. Draw lines, say no, voice your piece. I told my son, my plans stay. He blinked, but he heard. Respect yourself, they'll follow suit. Drop one below if this lands. Love knowing you're here. Second, don't argue, lead by example. They skip your words, talk over you. Gut says fight. I raised you, hear me? I tried, got me squat. Brawling's a dead end, shows 'em they've rattled you. Respect's not one yelling, it's in your stance. You're calm. My mate Bill, 72, showed me. Kids ignored him, smirked at his tips. He'd spar, lose ground. Then he flipped, listened quiet, spoke sure, didn't push. Carried on like he owned his worth. Bit by bit they tuned in, saw a man who didn't beg. I took a page, my girl jabbed, I held steady, replied clear. She stopped, nodded. Show 'em grace under fire, they'll catch on. Comment 2 if this rings. Third, withdraw your emotional dependence. Tough one, you can't hang your heart on 'em. I'd watch the phone, ache when it sat silent. Crave their good on you, Dad. But when they sniff, you need 'em to feel big, they drift, feel weighed down, not warmed. My neighbor Sal, 70, lived for her brood, rang daily, fished for scraps. They'd sigh, duck her, crushed her, till she quit clinging, took up knitting, strolled with pals, found her own light. Then they called, drawn to her spark. I did it, stopped pining for my lad's cheers, fished instead. He rang, how's it going? Less you lean, more they reach. Drop 3 if this hits. Fourth, set boundaries and enforce 'em. They'll trump you if you let 'em, not 'cause they're mean, but 'cause we don't halt 'em. I'd let my kids butt in, wave off my say, thinking it's no biggie. Wrong. Quiet says it's okay. My buddy Reg, 67, ruled at work. Home? Kids ran him ragged, snapped once. I'm talking, hold up. Next time they scoffed, he left. Find me when you're ready. Took nerve. They grumbled, but they learned. I tried. My boy cut in, I said, I'll finish, then you. He huffed, then listened. Boundaries ain't a feud, They're your backbone. Hold 'em, they'll respect 'em. Comment 4 if this sticks. Fifth, stop giving without appreciation. We pour out time, sweat, love, no thanks, just whines. I'd mend my lass's fence, skip my naps, get a shrug, kept at it. Thought it's care? Nah, it's a free pass to use you. Give too loose, they expect it, don't treasure it. My mate Tom, 74, propped his kids up, cash, lifts, all hours, gripes, not grins. He pulled back. Ask right, or I'm done. They bristled, then thanked him, next go. I followed. No ride without a cheers. Jolted them, but they valued me after. Give sharp, link it to respect. Drop 5 if this lands. Sixth, build a life outside 'em. Strong play. If they're your son, they'll see you dim. I'd circle my kids, their tails, their wins. Felt hollow when they faded. Folks respect those with their own flame. My pal Meg, 76, stuck post-loss. Kids pulled away. She joined a garden club, roamed with mates, glowed. They chased her stories, admired her zip. I took up darts. Mates over. My boy asked, what's up? Show 'em you're kicking, not waiting. They'll look up. Comment 6 if this rings. There's your 6. Quit chasing, lead steady, stand solo, draw lines, give wise, live full. Respect ain't grabbed, it's earned quiet. I've lost it, want it back. Wish I'd dodged the shouting matches. What struck you? Lines? Your own spark? Drop a number below. Love you say. Shift this, they'll shift. See you solid, not needy. Tap like if it hit, subscribe if you're with us, silver hairs, bell on, stay near. You're worth gold. Claim it calm. More real talk next time. Shine on till then.